Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars Revelations 2022 one-shot, which was written by Mark Guggenheim with art by Salvador LaRocca, Pierre Perez, Emma Kubert, Justin Mason, and Paul Fry. And the one-shot was released on November 23rd, 2022, which it was a one-shot teasing the 2023 Star Wars comics, which as of me recording this, we're nearing the end of 2024 already. So this already came out like 2 years ago now, and everything was teased in this one shot has already been released, but I still wanted to read it, and now I finally am, which I haven't read any of the 2023 comics, so all I know is stuff from covers and maybe some descriptions and whatnot. Haven't read them, so I have no knowledge going into that. So I didn't really have too much knowledge of what's going on in those comics when I read this one shot. But this one shot, I honestly didn't really care for it that much. If I did read it when it came out, and I might have enjoyed it more for the stuff it was teasing, because obviously it was teasing stuff for the Star Wars, Darth Vader, Bounty Hunters, Dr. Aphra, Han Solo, Chewbacca, also the Hidden Empire miniseries, and then didn't know this at the time, but the Dark Droids crossover series, and that's mainly what the one shot was about, was teasing stuff with this droid named Ajax Sigma, which we now know was the main villain of the Dark Droids crossover, which, like I said, I haven't read it yet, but I do know that going off of covers and whatnot. But in the one shot, we see Vader get summoned by the Eye of the Webbish Bog on Mustafar, who then gives him visions of the future, which he shows him stuff from the past with Ajax Sigma and how the Jedi of the High Republic era destroyed the droid, except for the neural core of Ajax was kept intact, and then it was passed around for centuries until it got into the hands of Han and Chewie, who we see have buried it in the ground, but it will then be found, and Ajax is going to be remade as another vision near the end of the one shot. We see Luke kind of sense something, and so him, Leia, Lando, Chewie, 3PO, and R2 go and investigate, and Luke finds what I assume is Ajax, but there was several other small visions. We see Valance get controlled, maybe by Ajax Sigma, and he turns against the other bounty hunters, while we see Vader ordering Lieutenant Hayden to take Valance out, who then orders Inferno Squad to do so. There's also a small tease with Aphra, or at least the Spark Eternal, who's possessed Aphra with 000 and BT1, as it seems like Aphra's electro tattoos are causing something to happen to her. But the Vader series doesn't get too much. We get quick mentions of Sabe and the other handmaidens of Padme, but nothing super crazy. I also mentioned the Hidden Empire miniseries does get something too, but it also once again isn't much. We see a vision of Vader speaking with Palpatine about the Fermata Cage, which is scene we do end up seeing near the end of Hidden Empire issue 1, and then this one shot does end with that scene, showing that the Eye of the Webbish Bog wasn't tricking Vader. We see Vader think throughout the one shot, which most of the kind of present day story was Vader speaking with the Eye of the Webbish Bog and thinking it's all a trick, as the Eye of the Webbish Bog was only talking in riddles. But like I said, this one shot was this kind of more of a teaser for what was to come at the time, which like I said, I haven't read any of it yet, and I am excited to dive into it. But obviously I thought it was kind of an interesting concept to do a teaser one shot. Obviously, they've done this before and have probably done it with other, the superhero Marvel comics. But, I honestly just didn't really care for it. Obviously, there was a bunch of, there's several different artists and whatnot in this one shot, which some of the art I liked, some of it I didn't. So, yeah, but, I really don't have much else to say about this. My next comic review will be, I don't know, but you'll eventually know. So you can check that out then. But in the meantime, you could check out my reviews on the Hidden Empire issue 1 and everything else to do. But even Star Wars review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.